Okay, I just wanted to show the compatibility between the new Taurus G3 and the Taurus G2, either the Millennium or the G2C model. They're both pretty much the exact same. But what I was curious about, and I know a lot of other people were curious about, are the magazines interchangeable. Right now I have the 15 round magazine in the G3 and the standard 12 in the G2. Also holsters. Everyone was curious as to whether or not the G3 would fit into a G2 holster. And I went today to Academy and I tried a few of them. And this is one that I found that works. It's a Mission First Tactical for the G2. And the reason why this one works is because it's wider on the end so the barrel can pass through it. Because these are basically the same platform. This just has a 4-inch barrel compared to the G2C with the shorter barrel. The quality of this holster isn't as good as the CYA brand that I had. I mean, it's gonna do for what I need, but the clip isn't the best. The plastic really isn't as solid as that CYA brand, but the G3 did not fit into the CYA. And I did see crossbreed holsters online is making them specifically printed for the G3. But again, this one's for the G2. It fits in there, but what I wanted to really point out is the fact that the G3 with the 15 round magazine is exactly the same size when it comes to concealment, particularly with this holster, as the G2. So if you had both, you could essentially conceal the full size 15 round G3 with the exact same effectiveness as you could with the G2. So let me just show you what I mean. This will give you kind of an idea as to how far the G3 sticks out. So you see the barrel kind of sticks out, but the length, if you remember where the G2 stopped, right at the end of the holster there, the length is basically dead on. And it's because of the angle of this, the magazine here. The lip of it is even with the 15 round mag on the G3. So pretty much the same size. Now when you put the 17 round magazine in it, obviously it's going to be a lot longer and harder to conceal, because I've found this is the hardest part to conceal, the handle. This is what sticks out in your shirt when you appendix carry, or if you carry it like the 5 o'clock position. But so to carry it, you know, you could do it both ways, but I'm gonna go with that 15 round mag as that primary mag just to conceal it a little easier. But let me show you the 15 and the 17 in the G2. They work great and they fit in there nicely. I've heard that Taurus is gonna make a sleeve. I know there's a guy on eBay that made a sleeve for the SIG mags that fit into this G2. But that one's the 15 and this one's the 17. So, you know, it looks real funky. But if you wanted to run that 15, one of my complaints with the G2 is that it didn't have enough room for my last finger. That gives you enough room. So with the sleeve on there, that would be perfect. That'd be really comfortable. But again, you know, if you can pick one or the other, the G3 is just as concealable. It's the same thickness, but it is a extremely refined gun compared to the G2. The G2 is a great pistol, but as I talked about in the other video, this is just, it's got so much more refinement. So check that video out if you want to see a little bit about what's been refined on it. But you know, you can get them for about $249 online, so you can't beat it.